As you can probably tell, I've got about every kind of clamp there is here in the shop. But when it comes to clamping round objects like the handle on this antique doll stroller or the shattered pedestal on this table base, well, conventional clamps aren't always the best solution. As a matter of fact, the best clamping solution might be found not in a woodworking shop, but in a bicycle shop. That's right, a bike shop. A bicycle inner tube can be the perfect clamping tool for some kinds of jobs. Let me show you how.
To turn a bicycle tube into a clamp, I first cut away the valve. Then cut the tube in half lengthwise. I end up with two long, narrow strips of very stretchable rubber. Now here's how I'll use these giant rubber bands to clamp the table base. I always like to put my work in the most comfortable and convenient position, in this case, upside down and slipped over a wooden pin in my workbench. Next, I pour a little glue in a disposable container. This is the cut-off bottom from an empty water bottle, and brush it on the broken parts. Once the pieces are in place, I gently wrap a piece of painter's masking tape around them to keep things from slipping. Then I begin wrapping the rubber strap.
Now what's important here is to stretch the rubber band out as I wrap so that I'm putting pressure on that joint. And with each wrap, I'm putting more and more pressure, just like a conventional clamp would do.
A small spring clamp will hold the strap in place while the glue dries.
Now, one of the disadvantages of using the bicycle inner tube is that the tube completely covers the joint sometimes, which means you can't see the glue that's squeezing out. So what I do is put some paste wax on the finished surfaces like this, so that if glue does squeeze out, I can easily remove it later on. It won't stick to the wax.
On the antique baby stroller, the process is virtually the same. I apply glue to the broken surfaces, position the pieces together, and wrap them with a rubber strap. Again, stretching the band a bit as I make each rotation, then securing the end with a spring clamp. The glue has dried on the table base, so I unwrap the inner tube clamp and the masking tape.
Well, there's a little bit of the crack still visible. It's tight. That's mostly a finish problem, and I think I can take care of that with a touch-up marker.
I dab on the marker, let it set for a few seconds, then wipe off the excess. The repair is nearly invisible.
So, when is a clamp not a clamp? When it's a bicycle tube. And if you ask the bike shop for a flat, this is a clamp that'll be absolutely free.